Hey Midlife Women, this is your energy reading for this week, June 29th all the way to July 7th. We have the Temperance card asking us, where are we navigating? Where are we? What direction are we taking? I'm Stephanie. I'm an intuitive energy reader, and I hold space for deeper awareness, movement through stuck places, and reconnecting with your own inner knowing. Each week I pull one tarot card to harness and highlight the collective energy that we're moving through as midlife women. And here you go, the Temperance card. The energy of this card tells us that we get to choose. We are the compass. We are the ones navigating. We use tools from our toolbox to see where we are and to help us navigate the way that we need to. We use our tools to see where we are out of balance or where we're in balance, and we get to be the authority in our lives. This doesn't mean that things don't happen in the world, in our lives unexpectedly. What it means is that when things do happen, or when life seems to be happening to us, is that we are still the authority. We still are the ones in charge of how we respond, what direction we choose, and how we rebalance ourselves, what tools we use to stay aware, to learn, to deepen. And maybe not in every situation we know exactly what to do, or maybe we just glide through, like not thinking about it as a big deal, or maybe we let things take us over, or maybe we let go of choosing for a while, and that's a choice too. We always have a choice. This card is about knowing where our left foot and where our right foot are, what direction we are pointing in. This isn't about all the things around us. It's about the internal balance that we have when we are interfacing with all the things around us, which is life. How this is showing up for us as a collective in the world is because there's so much noise in the outside doings and happenings, right? On the bigger picture, and nationally and globally, in your community, maybe in your family structure, maybe in your work structure. It's so much, it's almost dizzying. And it's definitely disorienting. And so, because it's been going so quickly and so loudly out there for a good, 6 to 7 months since the beginning of this year, it's really ramped up. It's become a lot, right? And now our focus is being turned a little bit more within. And this is the goal, this is the purpose of some of the madness this year, as we are being really energetically overstimulated, oversaturated, and has forced us into coming closer to ourselves, coming closer to our lives, being more intimate with what we focus on, whether it's just our immediate surroundings or our internal lives, spending more time coming down and in, and spending more time making our world a little smaller and more intimate, not focusing all the time on the outside things. Even when we feel that pull to do that, we acknowledge that and set up a better boundary around it. If anything, what the energy has been telling us the last few weeks is that we can no longer be told which way to look and which way to move. We can no longer accept that we are not in our own sovereignty. We are now learning how to be in our sovereignty. What does that mean? Well, sovereignty means we get to choose for ourselves. We get to choose where we look. We get to choose how we react. We get to choose how we act. We get to choose what we want, and focusing more and more of our energy on what we want. And if we don't know what we want, then we're focusing on learning about ourselves in that way, in a more intimate and deeper way. What do we want for ourselves? What do we want for our lives? Or what do we want for our career? What do we want for a family? What do we want for a partnership or a community or friendships? What do we want for our world? Starting to dream and tune in and get clearer and clearer and clearer. When we're clear, we can navigate the outside world because we have a direction. We are intentional. We are more focused. We are more awake to ourselves and what we are wanting, not in a selfish way, but what we are wanting for ourselves so that we can better support the whole, right? Because as midlife women, we are the way showers. We are the direction pointers right now. And how are we doing that? This is a big shift in life, in midlife, and no matter what age of time we are living in or time of the universe we're living in, But in this particular time of the way things are going with the world and all the changes and growth and dismantling, we are definitely being pushed to our edge in order to realize our greatness, our great power that we have in our intention setting. And this doesn't mean, oh, I'm just going to be writing in my journal all day long or following a prescribed saying told to me by someone else. This means we're actually tuning into it for ourselves and doing the deepening work. Then we're writing it down in our journal, and then we are living it in the real world. We aren't waiting for it to happen to us. We are making choices step by step, little by little in the real world to include our intentions, to be in alignment with our intentions, our wants, our desires, in order for all of us to be in our greatness, right? To be cared for, to be respected. Okay, so the practice for this week with the temperance energy is to become aware of 3 intentions in your life. And the real goal of this is that the intention is for you first, not the intentions for the world, not the intentions for your children. The intentions are not for your community. The intentions are for you individually. The reason why we start with you individually is because that's where the intentions for the greater good begin, with you as an individual. So if you're wanting more ease and love and acceptance in the greater world, then you are intending that for you as an individual first and foremost. So, for example, that I used when I was first starting working with energy was my intention for more ease and flow in my day-to-day life, more ease and flow. And that could be something that you start with. And you're picking three different specific intentions. And you might not have to do them all at once. You might pick one for each day. You might pick one for this week. You might pick one for the month. And then you'll pick the next one and the next one. However you want to do it. It's up to you. But you're picking very specific intentions. And it could be more ease with your job, more ease with money. It could be expanding your heart. It could be living more joy. It could be planting that garden. It could be making more money. It could be finding the right partner or friends. It could be healing a relationship. It could be writing in your journal every day. It could be finding a mentor. Anything that you want the intention to be around, 3 specific intentions. And once again, the reason why we start with ourselves is because when we get clear on what we want, then those things will ripple out into the greater world. And that's just how energy works. We become the tone. We become the vibration of it. We see it in our own lives, and then we start to see it in the world around us. It's just the law of energy. So you pick your intention and you write it down. You say it out loud right before you go to bed. You talk about it in your mind, or you talk about it out loud before you go to bed. You just reconnect with it every day in some way. And one really powerful energy tool is when you're sitting and you're having your 5 minutes of quiet time a day. You imagine that intention as a light that comes into your space. So you can put it in a bubble above your head. You can put that intention inside that bubble, and you're imagining that light from that bubble coming in and dripping into your whole physical body, starting with your head and moving all through the space in your body, all the way down to your toes and out into your field. And you can imagine that energy coming into your space each day, as many times as you want a day. You're checking in with that intention, and you're reminding yourself what it is that you're wanting and knowing that you can have it. You're calling it in a relationship with it. Okay, everybody, I'd love to know how this is going for you if you try this exercise. Just please comment here, or you can always email me. You can connect with me privately that way. And another way to connect with this kind of work is in my Thursday live meditation group on YouTube. It's every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. You can come into that space and you can work on bringing in your own intention in whatever way that feels good for you. It's guided, and we focus just on being quiet and being in our bodies and being in our own energetic space and coming out of all the noise and loudness out there. I would love to see you there. And I would also love to see you again here next week for the next energy update. I'm sending lots and lots of love and deep awareness to each and every one of you. Bye.